Well, I think it's that time. I think it's the end of the Breba season for 2025. It's August 24th, 2025. These are my last 5 Brebas. I have 1 Vincenzo and I have 4 off of Italian 258. I've noticed that the Italian 258s, if you let them hang for a long time, they get a really leathery skin. And I find that not that pleasant. So I'm not really expecting much from those. Now, I haven't really let a Vincenzo hang for a long time. This is what happens when they hang for a long time. I wasn't here at the orchard. See how that neck is pretty much shriveled into nothingness? That's what happens. Let's go ahead and cut it and take a look at it. Yeah, actually really pretty. Look at that. Wow. That is gorgeous. That's a total surprise. Look at how that pretty meat on the bottom has that purple that's been bleeding through from the skin. Around the ostiole, it's really pretty too, where you have this really, really incredibly dark red glistening in the sunshine as the sunshine is coming through. So let's leave one of these on here for now. Oh, look at that glisten. And let's get into one of these Italian 258s. Haven't been impressed with these as much this year. The taste is delicious. I think having them in my orchard in the hot box, what I call the hot box, it's really rough. Tight, makes the skin really chewy. And these don't get a ton of water either, and that might factor in. But let's take a look at this late season Breba. Let's keep 1/2 out there. The center has a void. Looks really nice though as well. Let's just cut a couple more. Oh, this one almost feels gross. I don't know about that. This is Italian 258 as well. I don't know about that. Yeah, that might take a dare for me to eat that one. I don't know about that. How brave am I feeling today? Let's cut a couple more. I'll probably just cut these last 2 off camera. We'll just stick them in front of the camera so you can see what they look like. Ooh, this one looks nice. Look at this one. Late season Italian 258. That one I'll taste. That looks really good. So let's squeeze it in. All right, the last one. And that one doesn't look too bad either. So none of them really compare to that Vincenzo. All right, I'm going to try one of the Italian 258s. I'm trying to figure out which one. It's either this one or this one. Let's go ahead and try this one. I was guessing up until the very last second. That's what that looks like. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's cherry. That is a really nice cherry. Not super tart, but you know how a cherry has that little tartness in it sometimes with the sweetness? That's what it is. That is phenomenal. I didn't eat any of the skin. I'll try some of the skin. Skin is very chewy. Now it's sweet and chewy and it's not really offensive. So yeah, right on. That's what 97 degrees will do. We've had a lot of 90s. We're 97 yesterday. We're looking at 94 today. All right, I'm going to save that one for last because that might just destroy my taste buds. Let's try a little bit of Vincenzo. Boy, it's so pretty. Dried on the tree, Vincenzo. Let's give it a try. I just took a little bit of that area around the ostiole off. Isn't that pretty? You can tell the skin isn't as thick. It's much more delicate than the I258. You couldn't do that with that I258. So let's give this Vincenzo a try. I've really been impressed with this fig this year. That's why I grow figs. Super, super thick, almost like a gummy bear. Thin skin, really delicate skin. Probably less than moderate for sweetness, not as sweet as the Italian 258, but super elegant. Now we just need to figure out if Vincenzo is prolific. I only had, I think, 4 or 5 on the tree, and they did all ripen, and they had a long ripening period, and they were delicious, but I just don't know exactly where we're at as far as if it's prolific or not. The gamble fig. This is a gamble. Italian 258. Is this perfectly ripened? Has this gone past the peak? Or is this disgusting? Super, super chewy skin. But boy, the pulp is so darn good. That one's got more of a little strawberry with a little bit of raspberry. Really nice, really nice. It's delicate. It's a fig that has this really exquisite interior, and the flavors are delicate, not the skin. The skin is tough. The skin on Vincenzo, excuse me, was very, very delicate. And this is what I mean by that. So when your skin is delicate, that's what you get, right? It'll just flake off. That Italian 258 was not going to do that. It has a delicate flavor profile, but the skin is thick, chewy, sweet, honestly delicious. Maybe a little bit more on the chewy side than I care for, but still, these are great figs. I hate to see this Breba season going. So every Breba that you saw me try this year was from an in-ground tree. And I had several that put on Breba that didn't do a very good job of holding. My Campanieri put on 80 and held, I think, 8, so 10% of the crop. My Angelito put on a ton, dropped them all. You know, young tree, first winter in the ground. My Beat Ramon put on 20 and held 12. You know, first winter in the ground. That's pretty good. So I've had some really good results, and I'll probably do a recap of, I'll walk to the orchard and walk by the trees and tell you what I think of them and how they did for the Breba season this year. I'll probably do that coming up pretty soon. So stay tuned. Once again, always appreciate a sub, always appreciate a like. I do my best not to chew with an open mouth. I try to be as graceful as I can be, but you know, chewing is chewing, and you may occasionally hear a little crunch, and I apologize for that, but to chew or not to chew, that is the question. I will continue to chew. Okay, I'll take care. See you on the next one.